Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo September 25, 2024. With the Sun now in your solar house until October, you can enjoy renewed energy and motivation for work and routines. While you may not be gaining much recognition, it's a fine time for self-development and satisfying work. This transit highlights your desire to improve your habits, work, and health. New health and wellness routines can be in focus. This transit awakens a need to lead a more organized, productive, and healthier lifestyle. You take extra pride in your work and pay more attention to your health in the weeks ahead. While there can be some annoying grunt work to take care of during this period, overall, it's a good time to find more meaning in your daily affairs or catch up on important matters. Today, you could come up with a breakthrough idea, and a project or plan can move forward suddenly and happily. Another rocky period for relationships began yesterday and lingers into today. This is because your planetary ruler, our sweet goddess, Venus, is clashing sharply with powerhouse Pluto. Threats, ultimatums, and power struggles could creep in like vampires or werewolves in the night. If you're in an unhealthy relationship, expect things to break down in very painful or dramatic ways. However, if you're on steady ground and have solid communication between you, this energy may coast on by to prey on someone else with wicked intentions. Do your best to unplug from the turmoil and lead with love and affection. What financial stressors could arise today? You take your financial security and stability very seriously. You may have to work through some financial fears when the moon in Gemini sextiles Chiron retrograde in Aries. Some stressful thoughts regarding your financial opportunities or status may come to mind. You might initially struggle with seeing the bright side of things. Luckily, this cosmic energy can also help you heal by taking action if you feel financially unstable. Make haste if you want something to change for the better. You feel pretty much in control these days, and you've every right to ease up on yourself and take it nice and easy. Of course, this doesn't mean no exercise or giving up on your healthy sleeping schedule. That would be counterproductive. You feel at ease with your conscience, so enjoy your long runs and the sensation of peacefulness that you feel when you spend time alone. Your nature is quite spiritual, and exercise feeds your spirit. Here is a day that is going to be favorable. The vibrations are going to allow you to start pushing ahead and discover new horizons. So, get involved with your family and friends and don't hesitate to communicate with them and open yourself up to new ideas. The atmosphere will be relaxed in your emotional life and you will multiply the interesting contacts that you make. In your professional life, you will have a slight decrease in activity but nothing of any consequence. Keep the sense of curiosity and fresh outlook you have. Your family and friends admire this in you. While Mercury will remain in a fun, playful, romantic, and creatively charged part of your chart for another 3 days, the Sun's departure today signals the beginning of the end for all planetary activity on this side of life's spectrum for the year. As the Sun leaves and transitions to your work sector just in time to take over from Venus, who departs only a few hours later, it marks the onset of a highly active period on the job front. However, it's essential to remember from the outset to balance work with play. While Mercury will stay on in your communication sector for another 3 days after the Sun leaves today, this is the beginning of the end of all planetary activity on the romantic front this year. Yet as one chapter is drawing to a close, another is just starting with Venus, the planet of love's return to your relationship sector today, beginning the first planetary activity on the relationship front this year. Our eyes in the sky. You may notice an emotional heaviness today, almost as if something is holding you back from fully embracing the positive energy around you. Maybe you're feeling a bit restricted, and it's harder to maintain your usual optimism. But here's the beautiful thing about moments like this. They're a chance to shift your perspective and find that silver lining. Have you ever had one of those days where everything seems like it's weighing you down, but then you remember something small that sparks a bit of hope? Sometimes, it's about consciously choosing to see the good, even when things feel tough. This could be your moment to do just that. When it comes to your health, things are looking pretty good. You're likely feeling strong and balanced, thanks to your thoughtful approach and self-control. But, just like in all areas of life, it's important not to overdo it. Think about how much better you feel when you maintain moderation, whether that's in what you eat, how much rest you're getting, or even how you manage your stress. Have you ever noticed how sticking to a balanced routine makes a huge difference? Today's cosmic reminder is to keep things in check. Sure, it's easy to go overboard, but a little self-control now can prevent burnout later. What's one thing you've noticed that makes a big impact on your overall well-being when you stick to it? Let's talk about the major cosmic shifts happening today, starting with the Sun moving into Libra, the sign of balance and harmony. This shift, along with Venus entering passionate Scorpio, sets the stage for transformation, particularly in your relationships. Libra season is all about fairness and equality, and it brings an opportunity to reflect on the balance in your life. Have you been giving too much in certain areas and not getting enough back? Or maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps you're realizing it's time to open yourself up more to receiving love and support. This is your invitation to consider how balanced your interactions feel, whether it's with friends, partners, or even colleagues. Libra's energy is all about mutual respect and reciprocity, so this is the perfect time to think about how those themes are playing out in your life. What does balance look like for you right now? Are there relationships where you're carrying more than your share of the weight? Or maybe there's someone who could use a little more attention and care from you. Reflecting on this can help bring clarity and lead to more fulfilling connections. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Sometimes just talking it out can give you the clarity you need to restore balance in your relationships. While Libra invites us to seek fairness, Venus in Scorpio turns the heat up when it comes to desire and emotional depth. Scorpio's energy is intense, passionate, and transformative. If you've been craving deeper connections or a more meaningful relationship, this could be the beginning of an incredibly romantic period. But remember, Scorpio can also stir up a desire for control, which can sometimes lead to power struggles or emotional entanglements. The key here is to focus on building intimacy, not control. Have you ever noticed how relationships become richer when you're willing to be vulnerable, to truly open up, instead of trying to control how things unfold? This is a time to embrace the emotional depth that Scorpio offers, while also staying mindful of maintaining healthy boundaries. In all of this transformative energy, don't forget about moderation. Today's planetary shifts might point you to overindulge, whether it's in socializing, food, drink, or even spending. It's so easy to get caught up in the excitement and go a little overboard, but remember that balance is the key to long-term happiness. Have you ever had a time where you let yourself indulge maybe a little too much only to regret it later? We've all been there. Whether it's a shopping spree that stretches the budget or a fun night out that leaves you feeling drained the next day, overextending yourself can take a toll. Today's energy gently reminds you to enjoy life, but to do so mindfully. What's one area in your life where you could use a little more moderation? As the day unfolds, take this opportunity to reflect on the balance in your relationships, your personal well-being, and even your daily habits. Whether you're craving deeper connections or simply trying to keep things steady, today's cosmic energy is here to help you find that sweet spot between passion and peace, indulgence and restraint. Remember, growth doesn't come from control, it comes from openness, balance, and being gentle with yourself and others.